Hey guys, Priestess here. I'm back for another Yu-Gi-Oh deck that I created in Legacy of the Duelist. Now this deck I created back when Shadows, Quills, Burning Abyss, Necros were like OP and top of the game, but even now, even though they've been banned and new cards have come out, it's still pretty powerful. Like I've dueled about 4 or 5 people today and I've not lost once. So I'll go through it now. I have 2 fire hands which destroyed. You can special summon Ice Hand, and if it is destroyed you can pop one of your opponent's monsters, so dual purpose. 3 Ice Hands because I think that spell and traps are more important than monsters, so if it's destroyed you can pop an opponent's like pendulum card, which normally is right good right now. It's like especially with the magicians and the quills, a lot of decks really use pendulum you can get around, as well as pop a back row that they normally have. And now 3 Traptrix Diner. Now when she is normal summoned you can target a Traptrix in the grave and resummon it, so you can go into them rank 4 plays. And should she be special summoned from the grave, you can target a trap hole in the grave and reset it, so you can recycle them. And especially when you combine her with Myello. Now should Myello be normal summoned, I get to instantly add a trap hole to my hand, very decent, very powerful. And also when it's special summoned you can pop an opponent's back row, so normal players try and get Myello out as quickly as possible, like first turn. Try and get it destroyed by any means, then summon Diana, pop a back row, then you can exceed into a rank 4 and try and take control. So I reckon Myello is like one of the main things about this deck. Then 2 Artifact Baglatex. Like if you set the field up correctly, Baglatex can be pretty devastating. So like if you have Baglatex set and have Artifacts Ignition, can destroy Baglatex, pop down another artifact, you can basically go into a rank 5 and also cause your opponent damage in the process. So it is very useful sometimes. It can be annoying, but it has more ups and downs. Only the 1 Artifact Casualist because it's mainly for draw power during late game when you when you're in like a tight spot. I usually use it more for ranking or exceed something rather than the draw aspect of it. On the other hand, Artifact Morlatech I use more for destructive purposes. So like if your opponent plays Blue Eyes you can destroy it, or you can like if they've got a continuous SpellTrap you can destroy that, destroy Exceed so they can't do anything like that, or destroy the tuner so they can't synchro summon. It has multiple purposes, mainly for destroying. Now the beast of this whole deck, Artifact Scythe. I cannot explain how many times this one card alone has forced my opponent to rage crit. Like you against a Fright for deck earlier, guy like loaded up his entire hand ready to like OTK me. Pop Scythe, shut it all down, he couldn't do anything, he just basically surrendered on the spot. Against Burning Abyss, tried to bring out Dante, no chance. It's basically just OP, just because many decks revolve around the extra deck, so Scythe just shuts down most decks now. 3 Artifact Ignitions. It's like an MST, just that when you activate it, or after you've activated, you can select an artifact from your deck and set it. So, guess you're one of your deck, and you could also destroy one of your own artifacts, like say with Baglatex, you could destroy Baglatex, set Scythe, play Baglatex effect, destroy Scythe, Scythe effect triggers, you've got 2 level 5s ready to exceed into rank 5s. I think Artifact Ignition is a very good, decent card, definitely at 3, and it's a quick play. The 1 copy of Mind Control, just more due to the fact that it's a you use, especially with especially level 4s in this deck, you can take control of your opponent's one and exceed into rank 4, or should they have a rank 5, you could go into, or sorry, a level 5, you'll go into a rank 5 play. It's mainly used to more just take control of your opponent's card and then exceed straight away. Now, since we normally, yes, you can exceed someone during our turn, but mainly at the beginning or late stages of the game, you want to get the card that you need. So you want Pot of Duality just to get that card, and because of the artifacts, you tend to summon them during your opponent's turn, so it doesn't really hinder you that much. Soul Charge, just because it's Soul Charge, I mean, come on, it's card should be banned for a reason, but it's not. So you can bring back your artifacts, go into rank 5 plays, you can bring back Myello, pop a SpellTrap, go into rank 4s, it's just OP. A new addition, I took out double Cyclone and put Twin Twister in, just because Twin Twister I could discard a card. Like Myello, it's in the grave, it's ready to be resummoned. Same with Scythe to bring it out easier. And you can destroy up to 2 spell and traps, could be on your field or your opponent. So you could get shot of them 2 pesky back rows they have, or you could destroy 2 of your own artifacts, or a bit of both. Artifact Sanctum, I mean, come on. Got to be free. I mean, you can special summon an artifact directly to the field, so just with this trap alone, bring out Scythe straight away, or Molotech, get around pesky plays, or just shut down an extra deck. And should your opponent be foolish enough to destroy this card, you can destroy one of their cards as payback. So that's a nice little side effect that it has. I say, because I run the Traptrixes, I do have a few trap holes in this deck, so one Bombless Trap Hole mean destroy and banish. It's out of the way, especially decks that revolve around the graveyard. Call of the Haunted, like if you have this combined with a few cards, you can just keep recycling Scythe. So you just like, if you've got Pleiades, you can just like go into, use an overlay unit, get Call of the Haunted, back into your hand, set Call of the Haunted, bring back Scythe, shut down the extra deck. So it's like you could just keep recycling your cards, and of course Myello, shut down a card, Molotech, destroy. It's very useful, especially in this deck, it really is. Compulse, kind of like the Pleiades, just that you can get around a pesky card, like opponent tries to bring out Blue Eyes, back in hand, useless unless they can like discard it or special summon it again, but 9 times out of 10 they can't. Solemn Warning, just for them pesky cards like Fusion, where you can't play Scythe's effect counter really well, but it still comes in hand. It still comes in handy despite the 2,000 life point cost. Time Space Trap Hole, I cannot describe how many times this card has saved my life, especially against extra card plays or pendulums. It's like if your opponent special summons a monster, straight back into the deck. Don't want to see it again. You do have to pay 1,000 life points, but come on, 1,000 life points is a good trade-off for getting shot of one of them pesky monsters that can like OTK you. Then a new card, Traptrix Trap Hole, again can be searched from Myello. If your opponent special summons, 9 times out of 10 they're going to activate its effect, so negate it, destroy it, out your life. Like exceeds, the one thing you do when you exceed, you play that thing's effect. Mainly same with Synchros. So out of the way, nice card you can search, and again you can bring back with Diana. So recycle all these trap holes. And that's it for the main deck. And for the extra deck, I've got one Abyss Dweller. I keep this for like emergencies only, against decks like Burning Abyss that activate card effects in the grave. It's the only time you would use Abyss Dweller, so you kind of use it just as like a last support for that one reason alone. Other than that, you don't really touch Abyss Dweller at all. Cascal, this card should be banned. It basically just sends a card directly back to the deck, so your opponent trying to store a Marshmallow and get shot of it. Try to activate like or have a continuous spell or trap, get shot of it. Back to the deck. It's same with Exceeders or Synchros, back into the extra deck. And of course it sends your cards to the grave, and that's where we want them. Gaga Cowboy, I mean, if they've got 800 or less life points, it's GG. That's pretty much the reason you use Cowboy, just for the finish off. Silent Honor Arc, I mean, come on, we're talking about field control here, so Arc's just decent. Going to them is easy to get to level 4, so you can just steal like your opponent's monster, take control of the field again. It's a win-win. Now Ragnar especially against like Fire Kings that basically try to keep increasing their attack, Ragnar is like cancer to them. It does just any attack, any monster that's changed its attack, destroyed, you draw a card in the process. And also it's a 24 beat stick when you summon her in early play, so you can use her that way. Now because Exton Knight got banned, I had a free spot, so I thought, why not, I'll just go into Utopia. It's a 2500 beat stick and you can negate attack for them pesky plays. I am thinking of getting shot of him, but for now he's just there just in case. Right, I cannot name this card for my life. Artifact Durenda, I believe his name is. I don't really use this card that very often, but he is decent if you want to keep destroying your artifacts for to replay them. So he's not. So again, he's not really useful, but just in case. The main thing is Pleiades. Since all your artifacts are light, you can go into Pleiades so easy. Basically, like a compulse, you can send any card on the field directly back to the hand. So again, Colour Haunted, you can send that back to your hand. Go and bring out Scythe again. You can get shot of like a Blue Eyes, get shot of an extra deck card. Your opponent hates Pleiades. I mean, even I hate him, and I run him. One Volcasaurus, like if you destroy your opponent's monster, you can deal damage. But then Volcasaurus can't attack, but then you rank him up into a Gaia Drake, so you can get around Volcasaurus' effect. So it's like you destroy a monster, deal damage, then overlay it, then you can still attack. That's the main reason you use Volcasaurus. Pitama M7, like if you're only the one copy, since Pleiades is the only way to bring it out. So if Pleiades uses its overlay units up, or if you just need that extra 200 attack, go into M7. It has the same effect as Pleiades, just like it can be used on your turn. And I say it's got more attack points, you can just get over many things with 2700. And finally Gaia Drake, like I said with Volcasaurus' effect. Play its effect, destroy like Blue Eyes, deal 3000 damage. Go into Gaia Drake, you can still attack. And Gaia Drake can deal piercing damage. So again, it's a win-win. And that's pretty much my deck, guys. I still think it's powerful now, especially on Legacy, since I've caused so many people to just rage just because of all the things you can just do. If you want to see what it does, stay tuned. I've got some examples coming up, and if you like this video, like, favorite, subscribe, all that good shit. It keeps the channel going, it keeps me going. And if you want to see any more deck ideas, just message me and I will try and go around to it. Until then, guys, take care and enjoy the duels.
に身を訳せば痛み消えてゆくのから瞳の灯火吹き消したら楽になれるから自問自答の沼の果てで朝がまた朝笑うなんでだろう I can わからない戦う逃げ出すすべては自分次第振り子は止まらない寄せては返す名前もない感情にたかって一心臓